Birthday Hawa, birthday Avashai, birthday Hawa, birthday Avashai, birthday Hawa, Bahashem, Yahweh, Bahashem, B'chal Kodesh, and give a double honor to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone who well. Peace and salutations to the election, the first fruits, the choicest parts, that whom the Lord will have mercy upon in these times, starting with your Ashim, with your prophets, and of course, that's on the number of 144,000 men, 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and since our seed has been scattered amongst the heathen, some of our people do look like the heathen nations where they've been scattered to. Alright, but lineage by the word of their fathers going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which we try the spirit by the spirit, where they are children of the power. The Lord's words they speak, their spirit and their life. And it's the spirit that bear witness with our spirit that we are children of the power of the Most High. Alright, Shemya Machman is a Mappa, Mayankabal Kab Makana for the Great Millstone Camp. Simply Plain Tables, Camp of Philadelphia, I'm Lamadi Ma'ait, coming with a lesson little or a wee lesson. This lesson is just at the request, I believe, on the comment board. It's an actual, I believe a brother put basically to do Psalms 83 and 15, Ibaryath in the Hebrew, alright, which it's actually a rar or a curse. When you read Psalms 83, the 83rd chapter, it goes a lot into our enemies and how these different heathen nations are against us and such, and and then when you go to the latter end of it, it has like curses, so this is pretty much one of the curses that's within it, all right, or rar, which men of the Lord do curse, of course, the wicked, all right, wicked of our people, wicked of the heathen, and the wicked themselves, all right, that is a righteous thing, all right. So I have it here, Psalms 83 and 15, and like I said, I'm just going to make this very, very, very swift. I seen it yesterday, and I just wanted to just get it done as soon as I woke up. All right, so and of course, double honors to the apostles and others, Great Millstone, if I didn't say that. All right, peace and salutation to the elect remnant as well, the 1/3. All right, the believers and such that are not prophets, men, women, and children, but have the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai, the Amawan, which is faith in the Hebrew. So you have the Hebrew word. In the English, first of all, it says, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Okay, and the Lord is going to bring forth storms in the form of many different judgments of destruction. All right, when He visits this earth. All right, scriptures talk about the Lord having a destroying wind, and of course that destroying wind being, of course, that nuclear destruction, all right, that's being held back, all right. We read that in Jeremiah, I believe, the 51st chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I'm just gonna go into this. You got the chariots themselves gonna bring forth destruction, all right, as well. You're gonna have all type of apparitions and all sorts of different supernatural forces, all right, sanctioned by the Lord to bring forth His judgments, all right, and you don't want to be on that receiving end, all right. So this is it in the Hebrew. I was trying to see if I can find a pointer, but I have a wee one, but all right. So you read the Hebrew from the right to the left. So you have the first Hebrew word, which is kan, which is so, all right, and then you keep going, and it says tha, all right, which is that's the beginning of the word right there, or the prefix, I believe, before the word. You have radapum. All right, so radapum, from that root being radap, which goes into to persecute or follow after or chase or to be pursued. Like if you're being harassed, that's you're being radap, you know. So you have the radap in the ma, which, you know, we reverse it and make it at the end, makes it them. All right, in a masculine, I believe that's masculine plural. All right. So kan radapum, and you have ba sa'irka. All right, which you can see here, ba sa'irka. All right, sa'ir means a storm or a tempest. All right, or whirlwind, hurricane in the scriptures. You know, when you read, you know, into the definition. Okay, with thy tempest, but like I say, of course, you know, this can come in many different forms. All right, of different forms of destruction. All right. Going on, it says wa ba sawapthika. All right, wa ba sawapthika. All right, which means and with thy storm. Okay. Going back to that sawap, I believe, which it goes into a storm. It's another Hebrew word, but I think it's more specific. But I will revisit that in another lesson. All right, so you see that was the next Hebrew word right there. Okay, I'll give it a wee bit closer. All right, and that's what you can see. All right, and then you go down to the last Hebrew word, which is tha bahal. All right, tha bahalum. All right, which from bahal, which means to altogether make them afraid, or to disturb, alarm, terrify, hurry, to be hasty, or be hurried or anxious. All right, and we want, of course, the Lord to do that with this destruction that he's bringing to our, of course, Ayabium. All right, now our enemies. All right, our ill Ayabium now upon our enemies in the Hebrew, which I just said. So all together, you know, you would face the east, you know, and pray in the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the true and powerful heavenly names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. All right, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, name of Holy Spirit, Babakshah, Shemada Palathi Aita. Please hear my prayer, Aita. All right, and then you would say the following: Kan tha radapum ba sa'irka wa ba sawapthika tha bahalum. All right, and that's it in the Hebrew. All right, hopefully you're edified. Remember, the Hebrew had, you know, when the language is translated to another tongue, it has not the same force in it. You know, the Hebrew being our original tongue, the original language, period. All right, and it's a holy tongue. So, you know, if you want the might and strength, of course, of your request in the highest form, of course, being the Hebrew, us being Hebrew Israelites, you know, being our Hebrew being our language and Israelite being our nationality. All right, Yashala. So shalom until the next time, you know, and stay, of course, pursuing the face of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.